Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Coach Harper here. And listen, if you don't know who I am, I forgot to do this in part one. I forgot to say my name is Coach Harper. And for those of you just watching for the first time, my name is Coach Harper. I've coached track and field for the last 15 years. I've had 5 kids ranked top 10 in the nation. I've sent 14 kids to Division I colleges. And we've won multiple championships. It's too many to count, so. But now I teach youth athletes how to run faster. And I do that through online trainings, and I do that through youth speed programs, and I do some in-person events and things like that. So that's what I've been doing for the past over a year, over a year now. I've been coaching. That's what I do now. And I do it full time. And so this is my full-time job, right? But if you haven't seen part one, go back to part one. I'm going to probably link it up here. And so you can go back to part one and watch how I started, but I'm just going to give you an overview of what happened the last time in part one. In part one, I was talking about how I started the track team, and first of all, God is so good. That's first of all. And then I was been trying to start a track team for about 2 years. I wasn't able to do it because I was running into a problem where we had to come up with $5,000 or $6,000 just to rent the facility for us to be able to practice. And I live in Georgia. I'm from Virginia. I don't have any contacts here as far as people like at home. I have a couple of contacts, some celebrities that from the area that I could go and talk to. I don't have anybody like that here. And so I'm just starting from scratch. I tried to put that stuff out on the internet to try to help get some stuff. Nothing really materialized. So one day, this guy had sent me this email and said, have you ever thought about starting a track team? He had seen my Instagram and he's like, we want to start a track team right here in this specific area of the city. And we just need a coach. And I was like, bet, let's go. So now that brings us to this point. I talked to the guy. We got on the phone. We talked about what we were trying to do, and we were trying to figure out the whole facility situation. So that's where we are right now. So if you're just tuning in now, you're caught up, but still go back to and listen. So I was trying to set this team up, got the call, got the email, got on the phone with the guy. We started talking about getting the actual track. So when we actually got the track, so we got on the phone, we talked about everything was all good. He went back to his people and started asking about the track. So it was about a week or so that went by, I was waiting on him, we'll see what he was saying. And then he actually came back with a text message and said, hey coach, everything's a go. These people were actually going to give us the track for free. Guys, listen, do you guys understand that this typically doesn't happen in this? What happens in this county is you got to pay $60 an hour for the track. Now, I don't want to say the name, and we're going to try to keep them concealed because I don't know if they're going to get in trouble or not, but I don't want them to get in trouble. So if they're not what they're supposed to be doing, but they're going to let us use the track for absolutely for free. And so I was like, bet, that's all we needed. If you get the track, I told them, look, I can do this because I had been a head coach at 2 high schools here in Georgia. And of course, I've been coaching for a long time. And so I was like, this is just perfect. And I was like, yo, look how God works. I kept saying over and over and over. Listen to you when you're trying to do something, just keep saying it. Believe in your heart and say it. Even if you don't believe it, just say it. When people say, hey, like if it ain't doing well, people say, how's your business doing? You say, man, that business doing great, man. We're doing 6 figures. Saying it. Even if you're not doing, like I keep telling people I'm starting a track team, just kept saying it. Didn't know how I was going to do it. I just knew that God was going to make a way, right? And so God made a way. He made a way. So they give us the track for free. And I started getting to work, right? So I've already had what I was going to do. I had my philosophy. I started up my information, like what we're going to do. We started planning. Me and the guy we met, how we're going to run the team, what we're going to charge, and all different type of stuff, man. We're talking back and forth. We're talking with the school, and we get everything together. And so we get everything together, and we take it back to the principal of the school. And the school said, hey, everything looks good here. You need to talk to our head coach, all right, our head track coach. Now, here's where the story gets really interesting. So, got to talk to the head football coach because he's the one that's going to be head track coach. He's going to be the one that's going to be helping us with everything, and we need to make sure that we had to run it by him. So, guy called me, the guy that I met. His name is Coach Thomas. So for you guys' reference, so Coach Thomas called up and like, hey, we got to talk to Coach, the head track coach. So we're going to be working through him. So I called, hey, cool. Who's the head track coach? I don't know, but I can find out that information for you. So here you go. Now, pause for a second. Let me just tell you, I typically announce for basketball games for this in the area. It's not the school that we're talking about. The area, I do it and I love it. And I had loyalty to the coach because when I actually was teaching at that school and coaching at that school, the coach asked me to do the announcing and doing video board and stuff because of teachers. So I just kept doing it. After I left the school, I continued to just do that because of just that. So boom. All right. So unpause. Here we go. All right. So I was to do the announcing. Okay. And so I won games, and one of the coaches that I coached with, coached football there because I coach football and track. So I coached football there, and I was talking to him, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm about to start this youth track team. I don't know why I said it. Just said it out the blue. Like, yeah, I'm about to just youth track team. I got a team that's starting. And he's like, oh yeah, I know. I'm like, how you know? I told nobody. Now listen, mind you, nobody. How it works. I ain't told anybody about this. And he says, yeah, Coach B, I'm gonna call him Coach B. Coach B had told me that you guys are gonna be starting a team. Or he's the head track coach. And I was like, what? Now, backstory, Coach B. So me and Coach B were actually coaching together. He was the head track coach at the school that I'm talking about, and when he left to go coach at another school and he recommended me the head track coach of the school, and that's how I got the head track coach job, right? And so I already knew Coach B, so I'm like, oh, boom, what's his number? Gave me his number, called him up. Yo, everything is everything. Whatever you need, just let me know. I got it for you. Come on. But here's the thing. My principal has been putting pressure on me, this is Coach B talking, to actually start a youth track team. And so this will take a lot out of my hands. You guys can run it, and I look like a superstar. I'm like, bet, let's do this thing. So now we're doubly locked in. So we're locked in, and see, that's how God works. Like, just to come find out that our relationship coach there, and now it makes it easy. It was just a no-brainer. Hey, whatever you need, come on, help me out type of deal. And he feels comfortable with me because he's the one that recommended me to be the head coach of the team, of the high school team, when he left that high school and went over to another high school that we're going to be working out of. So that was what God was all. My mom told me. So when she said, when God is in it, it just flows. Everything works in your favor. And I was like, and I started to think, I was like, if I would have had pushed my own agenda on here, I probably out there, I would have found somebody, I would have got some sponsors, have been at the school over here and would have been paying $5,000 and serving, $5,000 or $6,000 a year just to do that. I would have to look for a sponsor every single year, or maybe keep the same sponsor, or try to keep the same sponsor, or build up enough with people. It would have been something like, and it might have went well, it might have not went well. But the fact that I just kept proclaiming that I'm going to start this track team, that I kept proclaiming that I was going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, this is going to be the thing. God actually said, I hear you talking, I know your heart, let me work it out. So sometimes sometimes let him come his thing. Stop trying to do God's job. I know this is not going where we thought it was going. I was like, stop trying to do God's job, man. Let God do his job. And when God does his job, man, it's going to be amazing. Was believe, get out of my mouth, and make moves towards it. I asked a couple of people here and there, and I kept doing what God told me to do. Keep putting your stuff out. Keep putting your information out online, Instagram, right? And I started doing that, and God, that led to someone seeing me, because you never know. I'm thinking that I'm going to go find a person that's going to come in and invest and be our team. So I said, you don't need that. You don't need no money. You don't need no money. I got you. Check this out. Let me do my job. I ain't need no money to do this. We didn't have to pay nobody anything for anything. We got a uniform vendor that gave us an amazing price. Our parents don't have to pay a lot of money, and it's just amazing, man. And so I don't make any money from this track team. I just enjoy coaching, and I know that I'm very, 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 very talented at it. And I know I'm going to change the trajectory of their sports career because I want to help them get faster, whether it's for football, basketball, soccer, track, or whatever. And now we have an outlet. Now I'm serving my community, and community in this way. And so, man, I just appreciate your support. The way you can support this track team, the way you can support this track team, man, is just continue to keep watching these videos, share these videos, hit that like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. That's how this team, if you want to be like, I want to support this team any way you can. I got an Instagram. It's coming up. You guys will find out the Instagram because I'll put it up on the screen here. So it's it's on the screen now. Go ahead and follow that Instagram right now. Okay. Hit that bell icon. Hit the like, comment, share. Help these videos get millions so we can. That's because I'm gonna put whatever if any off of these YouTube videos, I'm gonna put track team. I'm gonna a portion of that's gonna go into that, something that I really care about. And I'm so thankful to God that it happened. So guys, I say this because sometimes I tend to say, I did this, and that it was didn't do this, God did this. Okay, to do anything. Like I don't want to take God's credit. God gets all the glory. And I'm that guy, and so I'm always going to speak him into my videos, God into my videos, and so that's just how it is, man. Either way, God got it. God gonna take care of it, man. So, yeah, hit that bell icon so that you never want to be doing these videos. I'm God willing, just times I wish I could give you a schedule. I wish but I just move when the Spirit moves me like this. That's why I'm doing it, and so whenever I feel like I'm going to be showing you guys everything that get this track team off and running. We haven't started practice yet. Our first practice is January 27th. So that's in a few days here. If you're watching this after that time, then at the time of this video, that's in a few days. It's going to start. So I'm going to document every single step, and it's going to be just like watching Sanders in prime time Colorado, right? So you're going to watch us from the very beginnings, and we're going to just keep making these videos. So just keep coming back and liking, keep sharing the thing that's going to help our team grow, right? And if you want to donate, then that's fine. If you want to purchase Speed to Dominate, U-Speed program, that's going to help us too. Everything that you guys do, every action that you take when you purchase something from us, it helps that team, all right? So keep watching, keep sharing, and man, what Angie says from the ET, love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure icon so that you never miss an upload. You know what to do. Talk to you soon. Peace.